Now that the official release date for the Air Jordan 3 white cements is officially come and gone, shout out to everybody that was able to secure theirs for retail. But some of you guys did take L's and might be in the market to go on GOAT, StockX, or eBay, in order to pick your pair up. But some of these quality control issues that we started seeing last week seems to be more of a problem than we initially expected. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about some of these resale prices and why you should be careful when you go out and pay resale for the Air Jordan 3 white cement Reimagined. Now, we're 2 days removed from the actual release date of the Air Jordan 3 white cements, and there was a lot of pairs that were made. I mean, there was 100,000 dropped on the Nike Sneakers app via exclusive access and shock drop, and then on the release date, just in the men's sizes alone, they had 255,000 pairs. So just on the Nike Sneakers app alone, they released 355,000. And then pretty much every retailer had these, right? Via raffle, or even Dick's Sporting Goods, launched their in-app raffle. This was like the first big release that they had, and there was a lot of pairs that came from them as well. But some of these quality control issues, like, I kind of felt like it was more contained to, maybe just a couple of pairs out there, and maybe people were making too much out of it and stuff like that. But then yesterday, you guys started DMing me images of sneakers that you picked up at retail stores where the elephant print was like, messed up on one sneaker but looking good on another one, or they were bad all the way around. The back tabs were looking kind of funny. So right now I'm kind of feeling like if I was in the market to go pay resale, if you took an L or something like that, you should be very, very careful, especially when you're buying on places like GOAT or StockX or something like that, because you can't really see official, like, real images of the exact sneaker that you're going to be buying. You're just buying it on the app off of a stock photo, and then it's going to go to authentication process, and those might slip through. I'm not even exactly sure if you're able to get your money back on a sneaker that has quality control issues and stuff like that. Normally it's really hard to even communicate with the apps just because they don't really have customer service. So it has a lot of people kind of feeling like they may not go ahead and pay the resale prices just because of this issue and stuff like that. So I feel you guys, right? Like, it's going to be really, really tough, and you guys should definitely be, more cautious when you're out there, trying to buy a sneaker, especially that has quality control issues like we're seeing for the Air Jordan 3 white cements. Now, I'm not saying it's every pair, and some of you guys may not care that much that, the elephant print on the left sneaker is a little bit different than the right one, and all that stuff is very inconsistent to begin with, right? Just because of the way that the pattern is. But, I mean, if it was me and I was going out and paying $300 for a shoe, I would want it to be as nice looking as possible. I really wouldn't feel comfortable, especially if I saw it in hand. I wouldn't pay the money for it, right? Especially because whenever you wear it around, people that don't really know exactly what's going on with the QC issues will probably think your sneakers are fake and stuff like that. So it's like a, it's like a mental thing, right? You just want your sneaker to be in nice condition. So the prices right now, I mean, they're basically doing what I thought that they would do. It's like a $300 shoe for the most part. Coming out of the release, and I kind of feel like this is gonna be around like a $400 sneaker at some point, and that's where it's gonna kind of sit at for a minute. So there's definitely a lot of people interested in picking up sneakers when it comes to this one. But guys, when it comes to the QC issues, like, you just got to be careful, and you just got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Like, I guess like eBay would be maybe a better place to buy it from when it comes to this particular release. And the reason why I'm saying eBay might be the go-to for some of you guys is because you can actually view like real pictures of the sneaker. Not all the time, because some sellers sell multiple sizes and stuff like that, and they use like one set of pictures. But you might want to just like narrow that down, maybe try to find, a seller that's just selling like your size and just has pictures of that shoe, and just inspect those pictures, ask questions to the seller, just try to get a feel for the situation and make sure that you're getting a sneaker that actually looks good. So that's like my advice right there. Now, some of you guys are going to say that you're not going to pay resale for it at all, and that's perfectly fine, and I totally understand that. But I'm not really sure if these QC issues is going to make the prices go down or anything like that, or maybe even higher, right? Because if you have great pairs, you'll be able to get the most amount of money for them, more so than something that has like, some QC issues, some bad, elephant print, or the back tab is crooked where the Nike Air is at. So I'm just feeling like, especially what you guys have been DMing me since yesterday, I'm just feeling like this is more of a bigger issue than we initially expected, right? So it sucks that whenever you get these really hype releases, especially when they make like a ton of pairs, that this is what happens, from Jordan Brand and Nike. And they've never been the best at quality control, but it always seems like it's on the pairs that like we want the most, that has the most issues, whether it's the mold on the Lost and Founds, or the quality control issues that we're seeing on the white cement 3s. But it is a nice sneaker. Another thing, guys, is that the shipping from the Nike Sneakers app, most of the pairs are expected to touch down at people's houses and stuff like that around March 20th. So if you're in the market, you might want to just hold off until then, just so, you know, more of the stock from the Nike sneakers app, you know, can kind of get into circulation, and the people that want to sell those pairs hopefully have better pairs than what we're seeing from like the exclusive access or the shock drop, because those ones seem to have the most issues from what I'm seeing, and it looks like it's in more of like the higher sizes, like size 11 and up, have more of the QC issues than, let's say, like 8 to 10.5 or something like that. But you could get QC issues on any sneaker, whether it's men's or grade school or anything like that. So just be very, very careful if you're out in the market trying to pick up the Air Jordan 3 white cements. Now, for those of you out there that already have pairs in hand, I'd like to know how your pairs are looking. Do you have any QC issues, or are your pairs looking good? Let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, I'd like to thank you all for your time. Thanks for stopping over here to check out another one of my videos. I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. I'm out. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.